have to hunch over to be in the camera.
I know.
I've got a surprise for you.
For me?
Down here. Hey guys, welcome to the Extreme Channel. If it seems like Mrs. X is a little bit taller, because we're doing Hobbit, Lord of the Rings style stuff, I'm actually standing farther back. That's how they made, like, Gandalf look... No. How do you've never even seen the movies?
Yes, I have.
Alright. So anyway, if you caught the Extreme Acquisition video back at the end of September, I told Mrs. X that I had bought a second statue for her. That's right, this is the second time we're doing this. I actually bought a first statue. It was this Sideshow Tinkerbell piece right here. And you guys know me, I love to complete a line. You can't just buy one, you have to continue to go. So that kind of gives you a hint, because she does not know what this is. Alright, so we're going to do an unboxing, and she's going to do a review. We'll see how much she improved from the last review. But before I give you this sharp object, I want to let you know I called our lawyer, and the will is not finalized right now. So she has not read the side of the box yet. A little heavy, isn't it?
I'm very strong.
So, now you can guess who it is?
Yeah, Alice in Wonderland.
You know the most exciting thing about this statue?
What?
I got you a matching outfit.
Ah, nice.
I'm just saying I could do it. What were you doing down there? Is it broken?
No, it's stuck. Oh, wow.
How many pieces?
4?
Do you think you'll need instructions?
I got this one. Kind of heavy.
Is that broke? Oh no, that's the way it's supposed to be.
It's like
Yeah, I thought that was...
a mushroom.
That's the Cheshire
Yes.
cat. Gonna do it like this, make it easier for you.
Oh. So I can reach it?
Yeah.
Are you telling me I'm short?
Well, considering our 12-year-old towers over you, what do you think?
It's fine. Fancy.
Oh yeah, you're gonna look great in that outfit. Are you sure it's not backwards? Made her look.
Two hands. Is this the left one or the right one?
L for love.
And there she is.
All right, do you want me to start?
Of course.
Always like that. So, first of all, this is by Sideshow Collectibles. It is J Scott Campbell is the artist. That's who envisioned it. And just like that last piece, the Tinkerbell, go check out that review for sure. I bought it from Comic Concepts. Again, it's a newer distributor with Sideshow, Prime 1 Studios, XM Studios. And I noticed they're actually launching a lot of Prime 1 Studio stuff with free shipping. So you can get it at retail for free shipping. I'm not an affiliate, but make sure to check out their website. I'll have a link to Alice below because it is cheaper than actually buying it from Sideshow. Now for this particular piece, they're doing an entire line. They also have a Little Mermaid. Do you want that one?
Yeah.
She's addicted. And then they're making, it's not released yet, Cinderella, and it looks amazing. Cinderella looks really good. So Should we look at? We'll look at them like on a live stream or something.
Okay, great.
Get your first reaction.
Yeah.
So, do you even like Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah, she's nice.
That's a big no. Politically correct way for a no. So you like Tinkerbell better?
I like them both. They're Disney characters.
Do you like the ride?
Of course.
She likes to ride. Me. So with that being said, we go to Disney almost every year. Obviously, we didn't go this year because of the Canja virus, but we always do the Alice in Wonderland ride.
Of course. There's always a long line.
There's always a long line. It's not that good of a ride, let's be honest.
3 minutes.
Yeah. Well, it's just not entertaining.
Yeah.
Who the hell is sneaking up on me? I can't see. The screen's in the way. All of them.
The one that's taller than
All of them are down here. So we have... How many?
How many what?
3 kids. Aptly named 1, 2, and 3. Right, 3? He's nodding his head. So Sideshow Collectibles made these. They made 6,000, even though the box says 4,000, wise ass. So they made 6,000 of them. 4,000 are the collector's version. That's what this is. And then 2,000 are the exclusive. The exclusive come with a little metal frame art print. Can you hear them? So I'll edit out the kids down here. Or should we keep it in?
That's what I said.
She does. So this is, as I said, Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is a fictional tale about a girl named Alice who goes to Wonderland. Sorry about the spoilers. So we're going to jump into this statue review. We're going to use the extreme scale, the extreme method. And what is the first thing we talk about? Have you watched any of my reviews?
No.
Well, I'm not going to watch yours. So first we start with the concept of the piece. So go ahead and discuss the concept.
So yeah, we have a cat here on the bottom, it looks like. Kind of creepy looking. And then we have
Do you not remember the cat from the story? The Cheshire cat?
I do, but not very much.
He kept disappearing and he was very creepy. He was pretty creepy. All cats are creepy, but
they are.
He was more so.
Yeah. Well,
and what's he sitting on? Or laying on?
Is it a cloud? I don't know.
Yeah, like a magical fluffy cloud.
Yeah, I think it looks nice. So it looks like she's sitting here on a mushroom. And looks like she has maybe some pieces of mushrooms in her hand, I guess. I don't know.
So you don't remember this part of the story at all?
I don't.
Okay, she eat one, she gets bigger, gets smaller.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that.
I'm so glad I got this for you. So apparently the concept is there's a cat that's creepy looking, and she's sitting on a mushroom holding pieces of mushroom. Well done. So to kind of back you up here and help you expand your reviewing skills, because you have a great future in this. Here we have Alice, and starting at the top here, actually. So Alice, once again, is in a very provocative outfit that I'm telling you, you would look great in something like that. She's trying to decide which to eat, which we assume get bigger, get smaller. There's a lot of choices in the movie and the tale like that. Obviously, as Mrs. X pointed out, she's sitting on a very large overgrown mushroom. The mushroom does have a place in the story as well. On top of the Cheshire... How's it pronounced? Cheshire? Yeah, you don't even know what it is.
It's a cat.
Sitting on top of the cat. And the cat is very oversized, so this is more of a conceptual base. Especially the fact that we talked about this could be a cloud or something of that nature that it's sitting on. But this is a museum piece, so she's in a museum pose. It's showing her off in her little schoolgirl outfit.
Schoolgirl?
Yeah, isn't this with, the stockings and the shoes? Actually, I've never been to a school that had an outfit like this.
Exactly.
And the wind is blowing up her dress so you can see her granny panties on. She does have some granny panties. But we'll show some close-ups for you guys in Paint and Sculpt so you're not missing out. But just like the Tinkerbell, so it has that allure of, it has kind of a conceptual base, very provocative, and it does tell a lot of the story of the tale, which I kind of like. So if you had to rate the concept a 1 through 5, so 1 through 5, if you recall from the Tinkerbell,
Yep.
What would you give it, since you don't know much about the source material?
I'd give it a 4.
So because you don't obviously remember much of Alice in Wonderland, she could have been sitting on a Harley, and would it still be a 4?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
Okay.
So next category is design. We talk about how well did it fit together. You guys already saw the unboxing and the assembly. We measure it. You can do that. Measure it first.
Good at measuring things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say 12.
12 centimeters?
Inches.
12 inches.
Yep.
It's a good size, 12 inches.
Yeah. And then we have, I would say, about 13 and a half.
13 and a half.
Yep. Tall. Oh.
Depth.
Her skirt's a little deeper than everything else. So we're going to do 10 and a half.
10 and a half inches deep.
Yep.
For exact dimensions, go to Sideshow's website.
No, assembly was very easy. There was 4 pieces. She just clipped onto the mushroom here, and then each arm had a magnet, and it went in pretty easy. Not as strong as Tinkerbell's magnet in her head, but I don't think the arms are gonna fall off. So.
You just said it went in pretty easy. See, she does say stuff like that. Yeah, so overall, not a lot to talk about on the design. It's not very elaborate, but there's a lot going on here. So I think, really, there's no negatives to the design. This one does take up a lot of space. Actually, here, let's get Tinkerbell and throw it on the table to look at the scale. So there definitely does seem to be a little bit of a scaling distance, specifically if you look at the size of their heads. I mean, look at that. But, of course, like we talked about during the Tinkerbell review, Tinkerbell is a fairy that's only a couple inches tall. And Alice is assumably a normal girl size. But isn't Alice supposed to be like 12 years old? Stat 12-year-old. That's kind of gross. But so really, I don't think you can really talk about the scales. It'll be interesting to see what some of the other pieces look like next to these, because like I said, this is a bad example because we don't know what scale they're supposedly supposed to be. But I think they display okay together. What do you think?
I agree.
Yeah, I don't like how much smaller Tink is, but like I said, because she's a fairy and she's supposed to be smaller, I think it works okay. Okay, so let's dive into the paint and sculpt of this piece, and this is where we'll show close-ups starting with the bottom. Take it away.
So, like I said before, it looks like she's sitting on a cloud. I like how it's almost like transparent up in the front here. It just looks really nice. It's painted in the crevices here that makes it kind of stand out. Some shading, I guess. The mushroom does have some texture on the stem here, which is very nice. The cat has some really green eyes, neon green eyes. Yeah, the cat is painted. It's purple and blue color.
On the cat, though, I think one miss on it is the sculpt. They didn't really sculpt the fur in very well. I think there was definitely a lot of opportunity for that. But again, this is a fictional, magical cat, so you can kind of get away with that, especially since it is a conceptual base.
It's done very nicely. The mushroom does have some texture up here. So the mushroom here, it does have some cracks in it, which typical mushrooms normally, I think, do in the wild. It is red with some white stuff on the top, I guess.
I think that's like fungus growing, or
well,
other parts
the mushroom
of it.
is a fungus.
Well, maybe it's fungus growing. Fungi. Fungi is the pluralize of that.
Oh, thank you. So she is wearing some stockings here. They look like maybe like a silver color and a light blue. Some black high heels. Her skirt, like Mr. X did say, it's getting blown up in the wind, it looks like. So you can see almost her whole leg here. She does have some panties on. She is holding part of the mushroom in each hand. The top of her dress is very seductive, I should say, maybe. She is wearing a heart necklace. And then she has kind of like a kissy face pose, I would call that. Her eyes are blue. And then she has a bow in her hair.
So just a few things to add on to the dress. They didn't use texture on the statue. They didn't use really any on Tinkerbell either. They could have used some on the dress. It still looks fine without. I like the embroidered pattern on the outside of that, as well as her granny panties. The shininess of the black shoes also look good with the little bows at the top of the stockings. Her skin tone looks excellent. I really appreciate that, but like Mrs. X said, a little too seductive. This one's more than Tinkerbell in my opinion. Like I said, she's just stacked. It's a beautiful face, just like Tinkerbell. Very small features, the small lips, small nose, but the paint job is phenomenal. The hair is very similar to Tinkerbell as well. It just kind of looks like a blob. I wish they would have made individual strands on that. But this isn't your typical statue when you look at kind of that micro detail, but it still works really well for what it's supposed to be, I think. They did a very nice job. I think I'm more impressed. I like the concept of Tinkerbell better, but I think like the paint and sculpt and the beauty is better on this one. That's just my opinion. If you had to rank the paint 1 through 5, what would you give it?
I'd give it a 5.
So the paint, a 5.
Yep.
Okay. What about the sculpt of the piece?
What's the sculpt? What's the difference between the sculpt and the concept? To me, it's the same.
The difference between the paint, the sculpt, and the concept is that...
Is it the same?
No, concept is like, what did they do? Does it look cool? Sculpt is like the micro details in the statue.
So I need my magnifying glass.
Well, like, yeah, does her face look like a man? Is her dress oversized?
So it wasn't quite for sure.
I know that. So the sculpt is like the digital sculpting of this. Like, does it look real? Does it look natural? You know, like the fact that there's no fur on the cat is a negative. The fact that the hair is like that is a negative.
Okay.
But her face is very pretty.
Yeah. Okay.
So what would you give the sculpt?
The sculpt I would give a 4.
A 4 out of 5.
Yep.
So you're very generous here as well as in the bedroom. Now, with that, let's talk about value on this piece. So this piece was quite a bit more than the other. I can't transition away from that. With value, this piece was quite a bit more than Tink. So this was almost $400 retail. I think the exclusive is $390. Comic Concepts, it is a bit cheaper. So it runs about I think $360 or so for this piece, but it does seem a lot bigger. There's a lot more into this. Plus, it's getting a lot more popular with that entire line because they are selling out. I don't think the regular version is sold out yet. But they did an edition size of 6,000, which is huge for a licensed piece. So value-wise, I'm not really sure about it. What would you give it on a scale of 1 through 5 for value?
4.
So that's surprising. I'm not correcting any of your scores today because you don't have as much of a tie to it and you had to pay a lot more. So you gave a 4 in value to Tinkerbell.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Oh.
But this is her show today. So overall, what would you rate this piece 1 through 5? Does this have the X factor? Is this a 5 out of 5 statue?
I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
This is a 4 out of 5,
Yep.
So you think this is a rail. It's not quite a grail, but it's a statue that people would really want?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not going to argue with that because I wouldn't win anyway. All right, so today's comment we're looking from you guys is, should we buy The Little Mermaid? Because Little Mermaid is actually her favorite Disney movie. No, it's not. It's Beauty and the Beast. Damn, I should have known that.
So close.
Okay, you really like Little Mermaid, though.
I do like Mermaid.
Second favorite, maybe?
Yeah.
So she really likes Little Mermaid. I did know Beauty and the Beast is your favorite, though. Because, like, when it's on Broadway and stuff like that, I always get tickets so I can get some rest and sleep through it.
Exactly.
But, so let us know in the comments, should she get The Little Mermaid and should she get Cinderella? But we'll look at both of those on a live stream. We have a couple live streams Mrs. X is doing in the near future, or it may have been in the past, depending when this launches. Also, anytime you enter a comment, it helps you get into that contest. To win one of these Mortal Kombat statues, all you have to do is comment on a video. At 15,000 subscribers, I'm going to pick a random video and pick a random comment. That person will win the prize. They can choose between these two pieces. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. All right, now you are going to take us out by saying make sure you subscribe by hitting that Mr. X logo and check out some of these other pieces from Sideshow Collectibles.
I have to say that.
Yes.
Why?
All right, I just said it for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you get that?